All right, CWO fan, we are live, and it is me, Howie Mandel, with Sean, Cinephile Sanity himself. No, I'm not really Howie Mandel, because if I was him, I'd have a big old glove over my face. Cinephile Sanity himself. No, I'm not really Howie. So anyway, hope everybody's doing well tonight and stuff. And tonight's film du jour is Breaking Glass from 1980 with singer and actress Hazel O'Connor, Phil Daniels from Quadrophenia, Jonathan Pryce from Something Wicked This Way Comes, who plays like a junkie saxophone player. The movie also features Gary Tibbs, who was in Adam and the Ants as the bass player, but that's what he did in Adam and the Ants, and also the band The Vibrators. So there's this movie is basically about an aspiring punk singer who then kind of has a shady manager who gets her signed, and then of course the record label wants her to kind of sell out, and so there's all sort of friction and downfall and things. It's a lovely family film where hilarity ensues as always, and it's a lot of fun. So
Yeah, yeah, this will be another first time watch for me tonight. This is definitely something new for me, but yeah, it looks like we have 9 people in the chat right now. But hello, Chester, Rosalia, Zodiac, Ryan, Pat Masters here too, and
yeah, Pat Master's doing double duty tonight because he's got a new profile. So
yeah, he's been killing it lately, man. Like it's really cool to see how many CD soundtracks he has in his collection. Like at one point, I was like, "Yo, is he really gonna bust out like every movie soundtrack ever? Like, does he have them all?" I bet he's got like so many we haven't even seen on his channel yet. But yeah, it's really cool to see. It looks
yeah,
like this movie tonight is like an hour and 40 minutes from looking at the Vimeo link. That's how I'm going to be watching it.
yeah, it's a like I said, it's a pretty decent film. It's highly underrated in my book. Just kind of like Quadrophenia is, which Phil Daniels was in, but I know a lot of people have seen Quadrophenia, especially if they're Who fans and things of that sort. And the man, the myth, maybe not the legend as Pap, but our favorite honky has entered the building, and that's Honky Digital.
Yeah, what's up there, Honky? He uploaded a Honky Cola video today.
Oh, nice. So, anybody have any other questions about the movie? Because I am all trivial about talking about this film.
I barely even know what it's about, so I'm going into it like pretty much 100% blind. So you're gonna have to carry this one.
That's all right. I know some people are probably chomping at the bit, thinking there's like a character named Michael Myers in it, but no, there's not. So I'm just.
I tried so hard and got so far.
Anyway.
That's from the chocolate movie. So
yeah. Well, I didn't, like I said, I couldn't find a good trailer for the Breaking Glass, so just thought I'd throw that in there. But we got a quick message from Juno.
No, we don't teach Kung Fu. We teach karate.
he's still filming his movies back to back. There's Walmart Master. There's this Walmart is a piece of crap. And so there's several I think he has in the pipeline. So he's filming them all back to back.
Yeah, speaking of Juno, I talked to him the other day. I think he's either got one or he's getting a new phone right now, and he should be back with us somewhere around like September 15th, somewhere around there, like between the 15th and the 20th. But other than that, he's doing all right. He's got some other things going on too that he's got to take care of, but he'll be back with us, in a month from now, basically.
That's good because we love him and we want him back. But I am proud of his martial arts movie career.
Juno 2000 Karate School.
Hey kids, I love this guy. He's the founder of the CWO.
And everything, man. Yeah, I'm sorry I cut the first one off short. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, I had to go get my charger cord.
Oh, all right. And of course, we have to do our usual PSA.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to achieve an R rating today, a motion picture must contain full frontal nudity, graphic violence, or an explicit reference to the sex act. Since this film has none of those, and since research has proven that R-rated films are by far the most popular with the movie-going public, the producers of this motion picture have asked me to take this opportunity to say, fuck you.
So there you go. So that's our usual PSA for all our family-friendly features. And so what else have you been doing, Sean?
Nothing much. I finally watched Godzilla was it -1? Yeah, Godzilla -1. But I went to the flea market over the weekend, picked up some things. I'll probably do a video for that by the end of the week, but just work and taking care of the dog. That's about it, really. And this.
Yeah, I got a small Amazon haul that I had to wait to get each thing separately. So I'm thinking of doing a video on that.
Yeah, man, you should definitely try to get more videos out.
Yeah, you're right. So I should do that. But the thing is, since you got that Godzilla -1, it just means
You got some kick-ass shit. 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 You got some kick-ass shit.
Yeah. And P. Rich is here from the Hatchet Boys. What's up, P?
I did see on Saturday. I might have mentioned it on Sunday, but I did see Deadpool and Wolverine, and I thought it was quite good.
Yeah. But yeah. So for anyone who didn't catch the Eating Alive stream while it was live, it ended up getting copywritten claim. You know, the copyright claim was becoming an issue, and they completely blocked the entire stream. It was like unwatchable for anyone to see it. And then I just like sent them a small message trying to like plead my case on it, that I'm not trying to steal the fucking content. I'm just simply trying to use it for entertainment purposes. And I guess they looked at that and were like, okay, like you know, we'll take the ban down or whatever. So that stream is watchable again.
So that means you guys better watch it. You know, well, at least for you people that haven't seen it. You know, I'm not going to be all demanding, but I thought that was a really fun stream and whatnot.
Yeah, that's why I was like, damn, dude, I had a good time with that, and it just like got struck down like 15 minutes after going live. I was like, fuck, man. But like, I don't know, going forward, I'm probably gonna have to start playing with footage differently. Like, you know, maybe just like completely taking all the audio out, just throw music over it to maybe try to avoid the copyright claim. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It seems like every like 5 or 6 streams this issue will arise. You know, there's really no way around it, and that's, you know, just completely cut out all the video, or just, I don't know, try to do things differently. So I'm gonna try to see what I can work on.
Right. Well, I know P. Rich would like to say hello to all the aliens out there, and we would like to say hello to the future watchers of this stream, and we thank you for your patronage. So I think, you know, it seems like an odd night. I had a really shitty day, actually. And so I almost was going to give up and not do the stream. But, you know, I said, fuck that, you know, because, you know, our family is our family, and we're going to, you know, rock. And so, but we're going to get this thing started. So if you guys just tell me when you're ready. Like I said, I unfortunately don't have a trailer, but you know, we will get this started when everybody is ready in about a minute or so. And the video, I think, is at the top of the chat.
Yeah, the Vimeo link's pinned up there. That's how I'm going to be watching it. And it looks like this movie is 1 hour and 40 minutes.
So I'm going to re-show this since I accidentally cut it off, and then we'll get started.
Hey kids, I love this guy. He's the founder of the CWO.
And everything, man, and for everything you do, man. You're awesome, because you are part of the CWO.
What a piece of shit is What a piece of shit this movie is.
Here's Johnny, and I support the CWO.
And that he does, because he's our promotions man.
And the best thing about supporting the CWO is it doesn't cost you any fucking money.
Oh man, Van Hindorf is in here. He's the one that wrote those couple of songs about me and stuff, man, with Whiskers. Welcome,
Yeah,
Van.
what's up
Great to
there,
see
Van?
you.
Yeah, welcome to the live portion of Texas's channel.
No, that's so
And
awesome.
we have
It's great to
Jimmy's
see
here
you.
too. James Van Deusen's here. What's up, Jimmy?
Yep. Hey, Jimmy James. So yeah, wow. This is a huge honor. I'm glad to see him. Everybody should definitely check out his channel. He does great songs. He does songs on his own, and then he does like some AI type songs and things. And he wrote 2 songs about me, so of course I'm going to sing his praises. So I think that's awesome. Because never in my life would I thought that somebody would write songs about me. And even in the second song that he wrote, he mentioned Moonbeam. So that was amazing.
Yeah, Todd Christian, he left a pretty nice comment on the previous stream for Eating Alive. I'll just read the first portion of it.
Okay.
Says this was Todd Christian says this was another excellent stream. Sean, you and Texas have been doing a great job picking a lot of interesting and underrated films to do watch parties for. And congrats on the 100th watch party scheduled for next week. Honestly, these watch parties are the best on YouTube, and you and Texas and Juno should be proud of what you guys have accomplished. Fantastic commentary that really enriches the viewing experience. So, yeah, he always leaves a pretty nice comment to, want to interact. He's interested in interacting with people. It's not everyone's that way, and it's perfectly fine. Sometimes I'm a little confused by it, but other times I just have to take it for what it is. It's
right.
But it's always good to see comments like that, though.
Yeah, Todd's awesome as hell. Guy is really good. He's kind of like reminds me of Jim's movies, and stuff.
Yeah.
I put Van's link in the chat here, so please sub up to him. I'd appreciate it.
I'm gonna double check that in a second.
All right. When in doubt, chain smoke through the whole street.
Never go outside for fresh air either.
And always be shirtless.
Mm.
And look like Hulk Hogan.
With 3 years of content while it's on somebody else's cell phone. Well, I see 71 is here. 71 KJC. What's up, 71? And we also have Ashton Luck is here too, man. Gooching the Goochers and Goochin'.
It's the Goocherama.
Well, you saw the other day, I sent you that picture. I found a real life guy that has the last name Gooch. And he's a professional American golfer, and his real name is Taylor Gooch. So like on Friday, I'll make up a video of it, and I'll get the picture of him. I'll get his Wikipedia and everything. So I wasn't even looking for anything related to the word Gooch, and I stumbled over it, and I was like, what the fuck? Is that a real name? And I was like, oh shit, this is a real person, with the name Taylor Gooch. It's a real fucking American professional golfer. So
when you sent me that, I sent I told Jimmy about it, and then it reminded me of something when I was managing this CD store, and I knew this guy who he worked for this classical music company that they distributed a lot of different labels. So he would bring me, the catalogs with the latest stuff, and see like, what I would want to order for the store and stuff like that. So I was looking at this one catalog, and it was for this classical label out of England and stuff. And it was a really nice catalog. And you open it up, and there's the president, the vice president, and it has all these different people. Well, in charge of their warehouse was a guy named Richard Smoker. So immediately, I'm just laughing my ass off, and my boss and Peter are looking at me like, "What the fuck?" And I'm just like, I go, "This dude, there's an actual Dick Smoker."
What if his first name was like Toker and his middle name was Blunt and his last name Smoker? So his name would be Toker Blunt Smoker.
The whole thing though, because also, Wayne have a song on their country album called Mr. Richard Smoker.
That's definitely I don't think I've ever heard that last name before, Smoker.
So that was just like what the, but it was fun. All right, so if everybody is ready, we'll do the countdown and get this thing going here.
Yeah, enough gooching around. Let's get this going.
Right. So when you hear the press play, hit the press play.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I never heard the plus play, so I'll just hit it.
Just
see, that's why I can't use a video for a countdown. It throws me off. I don't know if it does anyone else, but it throws me off. I get all out of whack that way.
All right. Well, from now on, I'll just say press play after the video ends.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do that. Play the video, and then once it ends, be like, okay, press play now.
She wrote all the songs for this movie too. Hazel O'Connor, that is. Another thing was, I think her brother Neil might have helped her as well, and he was in a punk band called the Flies, and they had a song called "Love Is Like Napalm," or I might have that wrong, but it's a really good song either way.
Now, is this a musical or a documentary?
It's just I don't really consider it a musical, but it's like she has this band and everything, and she, this is just how they kind of started it, where it's just her in this tube station, or on the tube itself, and she's putting all these stickers up that are advertising the band and spray painting and doing all this stuff. And but it's not, there's a lot of music stuff in it, but it's not really a musical or anything. I guess you could say it's a quasi musical or something. So like it's the guy in the all black is Phil Daniels, and he becomes kind of like her manager, but like he works for this guy who at one point wants him to go do sort of like a payola scam where he would go to the record stores and buy a certain artist's records, buy them all up so it would go, up the charts and stuff like that. And like I said, it's real reminiscent of payola scams back in the 50s and stuff like that. Smooth Gucciinator. Back in the day when Sade had that song, we used to always do a version, Smooth Copulator, so that was always good. So he's trying to meet these like industry fucks, and they're not like paying attention to him because that's the way they usually were, unless they could, you could do something for them,
Yeah, they ain't gonna go to work for you unless they're getting something out of it.
See, that's funny how he wanted a song and he didn't really think she was going to do it. And then she like, shoves it in his face, which I love.
Yeah, like this rip is like a 360p rip or something like that. I can see, but when it's like dark out, it's hard to see what's going on.
I just wasn't sure. I should have checked the Look movie one, but you know how we are off and on with Look movies, so
There's probably not an HD print out there for it. At least not yet. That's probably what the issue is. But yeah, when it's like nighttime in this movie, I can't see shit besides her blonde hair.
What do you call a cat without a tail? A tailless cat. So it's
Brooke, do you like sensual or salacious better? Hey, what's up, Liv? This looks like the girl that's singing in the fucking Mad Max movie. I don't even know if you remember the scene. There's like a disco scene where there's like this blonde-headed girl that looks exactly like this girl. It's like singing like this weird like disco music or something.
Van says that YouTube makes me hard to find. I mean, that's odd, but then
I know sometimes when you're like searching channels in the search bar, it's usually wise to put the word channel after the channel name you're searching for. Like I usually get better results when I'm searching for a channel, but that's not even a guarantee either, because YouTube really is the most glitchiest bullshit site out there.
Zodiac said she didn't want to answer me, Sean. Guess I'm going to stick with Sensual Scarlet.
Yeah, you got to pick one, right? Somebody does.
So this is after the gig, and this guy's trying to grab her and stuff, and she slaps him and stuff.
Shamarlos is here too. What's up, Scott?
So we had fish and French fries on the menu tonight. Good. That's a good meal there.
Unemployment figures published yesterday jumped one more time by 0.5%, bringing the overall total to the highest since the war. And this is one more time by Susan Sam. Going into number 31 in the top 6.
So yeah, this song, Susan Sapphire, this is the one that the guy wants him to do, like go to the stores and buy them all out, so it'll rise to the top and everything.
Yeah, I can't even tell you what's going on in this movie right now. All I hear is music so far, and I see a girl with blonde hair, but at least the sun's out now. I can see the video quality again. So the sun's out now.
So he wasn't impressed, with her band. So then he put an ad out himself to have her, do auditions for a new band, and she doesn't even think, Well, somebody had to name him, and what. Do you tip the strippers at the strip club or save your money for a lap dance? Well, I don't really go to places like that. Even when I had gone, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to answer that. but I never really had a lap dance,
Yeah, they're about $400 and up. I'll tell you that right now. At least $400 and up. So I haven't been to a strip club. Jesus Christ, dude. Maybe 10 years now. I haven't been to a strip club in a long time, man. But you know what I don't like? Like, there's some strip clubs I've been to where, like, they'll have, like, a cover charge at the door. Like, it's the fuck, dude? Like, I gotta pay $25 to get in this fucking door to go dump more money in here? Like, what the fuck?
Right. So she comes into his office to complain about the idiots showing up for, like, the auditions at her apartment. And then she discovers all those Susan Sapphire records in his office. Oh yeah, that's right. He lives, or his office is right up above a massage parlor.
Is that a real life Garbage Pail Kid I see? What the fuck? I don't know. Video quality, I think, made that guy in the trench coat look like a mutant for some reason.
Then the fact too, she like works at like a petrol station and stuff, you know. That's what she does in her spare time when she's not in a band. And these are some of the auditions and stuff.
So what is she trying to like accomplish? Like a one-person band or something? Like
No, she had this band, and when he went to go see them, he didn't like the band, so he's trying to get her a new band.
I can see why he doesn't like the band. Jesus fucking Christ.
The one guy that they just showed that was like playing guitar with like the red hair, and he had the drumstick on the guitar, that was like Rat Scabies, the drummer from The Damned. And here's Jonathan Pryce, the saxophone player.
Man, Club Chlamydia is free. You just got to bring an STD. No, that's like the saying for Club Chlamydia. Club Chlamydia is free, but you got to bring the STD.
Oh, just chuck the thing down there and set it up there, yeah. This is live music, but you're gonna love it. Oh, just chuck it down there and set it up.
I'm gonna disappear for just a sec.
All right. Like, she can't be serious with this music, right? Like, oh my god, this is fucking awful. You hear the music she's trying to play. Like, she definitely needs to get rid of that little like fucking keyboard thing that she has. It's not. It doesn't go with her voice.
No, she doesn't really use that, it's just, I guess, just to give people an idea of like what certain songs sound like and whatnot.
What'd you say?
He just picked up a piece of bread and he's putting some fucking butter on it.
I love the fact that he's he's half deaf, you know, and but he can still play that sax like a motherfucker, you know. Yeah, so he can't really get her like any kind of sort of decent gigs at the beginning. So he's at this, you know, like neo-Nazi club and stuff. You know, you know that's not going over well. You know.
Be right back.
All right. So this guy doesn't even like want to pay him and everything. I only want to be your gooch. Come on, man.
There's no 11 o'clock news coming up after this because of a journey. Come on, Susan.
Yeah, that's Susan Sapphire. You know that you know quasi disco crap. You know, just like oh man. So the guy that he's buying, you know, all the records at the shop. So he's going to the guy's office and he's going to dump them on his desk because he wants him to help him out to like help get the band, different gigs and stuff like that. Just imagine like back in the day, all the demos that these idiots get sent, and then they wouldn't even like listen to them, and then somebody else, they'd wind up somebody like a janitor or something listens to it, and then they're like, "Hey, I think you're passing something up,"
Probably a lot of them probably went like directly in the trash.
So they're making this demo tape, and the poor drummer has to tape the fucking headphones to his head and shit, and he can't see.
I gotta say, this music that they're playing in this. Oh, God.
Oh yeah, this record engineer, that's the guy that played like the Harry Potter's uncle or some shit. I forgot about that. He was a fat bastard in that, and he's a fat bastard in this.
Moving down the yonder to Chattagoochee. Oh, that guy was also in Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, okay.
The guy with the glasses. He's got a minor role in it, but he ends up getting his head chopped off by the Headless Horseman.
So they fucked around with telling him do this, do that, and then it sounded better once they pulled like some of the chords out and stuff. And there's a small appearance by Willie the Wino. I like the fact though that there are all these cool posters, like this Buzzcocks poster where the Slits played with them and stuff. Oh yeah, and then that one guy that was auditioned for them that was like screaming and stuff. That was this guy.
Is that Beetlejuice on the steps?
Yeah. No, the one guy that the one guy that was on the steps was this guy. He used to appear in like a lot of like punk films, but he was part of that. His name was, I'm trying to think, Philip something. He was kind of a performance artist, and he had I think he might have been uh, like I know he was friends with Susie and the Banshees, but I don't remember if he was in like an early incarnation, because when they started, they had a lot of different like members and things before they got their first core band together. In fact, their first show, Sid Vicious played drums. There's this huge fight with these Nazi stuff. Really wound up leaving the guitar after he cracked him with it anyway. Hey, Corey from Wilkie's Movies and Music is here.
Hey, what's up, Corey? I replied to your email today, so yeah, if you're still good for Friday for Green Room, we're still going ahead with that. So, and yeah, I sent you all the links there. I couldn't remember if I emailed them to you or not, but I resent them in the email. So. Does this girl ever go a day without painting her face white?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Friday, Corey. That's going to be great. Oh, that's good, Pap. Thanks for letting me know. When I first heard of this movie, actually, I was at a flea market and I saw the soundtrack for it, because there was this guy that would always sell records, and stuff, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm looking at it, and I go, "Wow." So it seems like it's looks cool, or whatever. And then I actually found the novelization for it in the in a bookshop. So I picked that up. And then when I first saw it, I was staying at a friend's. I didn't have cable yet. He and his family did, and we wound up. It was on, and we wound up watching it. So yeah, that's how I actually finally saw it.
So is she still looking for members for a band, or did she already accomplish that? Because I still can't figure out what's going on in this
Yeah,
movie.
they've got the band all set and everything.
Yeah, it's so like I don't know. Like now it looks like band practice, but sometimes even a live performance looks like band practice.
No, like they played that gig at the club, and that dude was freaking out and everything. Oh, and here come the cops.
So like, are they like having band practice, but like, I guess they have to keep the noise to a certain level? Like, why they're doing it like very quietly?
What's your name? Michael Lee. Michael Lee.
The cops are there because of the, at the show, because when all that bullshit happened with the owner of the club not paying them and shit.
So did somebody die or something?
No.
I'll be like, go get fucked. What are you doing here, man? Like, well, it's a Nightmare Before Christmas shirt. That's what I'm wearing. That's what that is.
Come on, man. That's why Aerosmith actually broke up, because they didn't never write any songs about queefing or gooches. Yeah, the Mandalorian on Disney Queef Plus.
Late night queef hour.
I'm surprised, Russell's not here. He's probably watching some midget porn right now or something.
Yeah, who knows? That guy's head, who fucking knows, man?
While Coach Joseph is, staring at his pictures of Danielle Harris.
Still asking me if I'm his friend.
Why wouldn't you be his friend? That's the thing, It's like,
I don't know. I'm tired. I don't even respond to him anymore. I'll just let him talk to himself now.
So like in this song, she mentions, the lyrics, "I'm going to kick him in the ass." Well, um, wait till later when these record label assholes want her to change the lyrics and what they want her to say.
Jesus Christ.
So at least they're like, playing shows where everybody's not beating the crap out of each other and stuff.
Yeah, this is not my cup of tea as far as music goes. This is god awful right now. This music. It's mostly the vocals I can do without, but the music behind it is like pretty ridiculous though. Which is probably why this music didn't last very long. Like, what is the style of music they're playing? What is this, like new wave punk or something?
Yeah, you could call it that.
Yeah, I just trying to figure out when that was a thing. That's definitely not music I could sit there and tolerate.
Well, I think, for the movie's sake, they kind of wanted probably something a bit more commercial than that was out at the time, because they had that soundtrack and everything. See, he can't hear, so he thinks that they're going somewhere, but they're not because there's a huge strike. These German nuns. You see this from P, where he says, "What do you call a Chinese rapist?" raping you, you know.
Me raping Chong.
You know, since he threw that out there, I'll throw one out there, and it was a Chinese guy that told me this. So you know, there's you know, how do you blind a Chinese driver? You put a windshield in front of him. So now they're kind of developing a romance with each other. It will not ruin our professional relationship, but it always does. Los inocentes, por favor. I'd like to order one of y'all's enchilada plates with that arroz con pollo and the frijoles and the queso. What do you call a driver without brakes? A brakeless driver. Oof. So now the band's like arguing with each other and stuff, you know. Thanks, Rosie. So he goes back to this guy's office, you know, and stuff, and yeah. He's trying to get this guy, you know, to go to their gigs because you know, he was going to tell him, blackmail him, you know, about his promotional techniques to bring that Susie Sapphire song up in the charts. Oh man. You filthy animals. Look at the chat, Sean. Look at that.
Hold on, I gotta get back on my tablet here. Fucking, I can't believe people are playing this music and are being serious about it.
Oh yeah, they get the the plug gets pulled out of the stuff.
People are pissed, man. I thought somebody was doing him a favor.
This guy's about to he's got that lighter up to that guy so close he's gonna burn the guy's nostril hairs, and stuff.
If that guy had a mustache, he wouldn't anymore.
Right. Oh yeah, the drummer's gonna blow fire. That's hilarious. Hi, I'm Dave McCrae, and I'm working on my 5th sequel to my Black Christmas movie. Come on, man. So then they just decide to go it without the power. He's multi-talented. He can play the drums and blow fire at the same time. Really, I think the best musician they have is, Jonathan Pryce playing the sax.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if he was the one singing, it would probably stand out more.
The guy that actually did do the saxophone parts was a guy named Wesley McGugan, though. She kept him in, her band, because she did several albums after this was, after this had come out. Oh yeah, I remember the right name for that single by the Flies, that band her brother was in. It's like "Love Is Like a Molotov Cocktail." So this is this one record exec, and he saying he wants to, sign him and all this shit, but then he wants him to change, a bunch of stuff. So instead of kick him in the ass, he wants her to say punch him in the nose. The guy doesn't, the guy's bald, so I wouldn't trust him. He needs to wear a wig. Plus, with those glasses, he looks Chinese. So, that's like the first thing a Chinese guy sees when he gets on the freeway, the finger. Woof. Oh. It's funny how that guy's talking about how Phil Daniels is supposedly dishonest, but those record exec guys are the most dishonest fuckers that there are.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. So they play a sort of political rally that they don't exactly want to play, and then shit hits the fan. And then they're going right, they're trying to get out of there, and they're heading right into like the big old thing of Nazis. See, that's just like Bret Hart when he'd say, "I want to ask you a question," and then he would say, "The SummerSlam, the SummerSlam." So they're doing this song, and all these guys are chucking shit at them, and it's getting bad. She's gone out of control. And then this guy's like dying in front of her and stuff.
Well, I have no idea what's going on here.
Youth killed in rock riot. Dave McRae was killed in it. Oh, whoops. I'm all bagged up. I have my chef's hat on. I'm raring to go. Sean doesn't know where he is.
I can't tell you what's going on.
Well, basically, they
this
played
one's
this.
not for me.
They played this show they didn't want to play, and then there were these Nazis and all sorts of stuff. And so she's pretty much had it now, and she doesn't want to even really like perform or anything, and stuff. Sean still hasn't even looked up once.
Yeah, this one's. I can't figure out what's going on. Video quality's not helping the situation. The music on top of it, I can't tolerate. So this is not for me. This is all you, Tex. You handle it, man.
No, that's fine. But I mean, like I said, I've got my chef's hat on and everything, and you haven't even looked up,
No, shit. Sorry. I'm looking at the chat and the movie. I'm trying my best to figure out what's going on, but we're already an hour and 4 minutes. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna figure out what's going on. That's how deep we're into this now. So.
Well, basically, after that attack where the kid got killed, she doesn't want to do music anymore. They're trying to convince her to do it and go to some sort of.
Man. They should convince her. They should definitely convince her.
Oh yeah, there's seeing this. It's a guy like a producer or something that to make their next record or something. That's what it is. But he's kind of a dick. Emerald Lagooch. Yeah, that's who I was for that brief moment. I was Emerald Lagooch. Bam! Gucci Flay. One thing about Bobby Flay is that he flays with himself, And then what's that guy? Gore Fieri, his balls are on fire or whatever. And then Gordon Ramrod.
It was that one guy. It was fucking the infomercial guy like died a few years ago. That guy Bill Mays, I think his name was. Yeah, he died from like an overdose of coke or something like that.
Probably, I'm surprised the guy didn't die on one of his infomercials.
Yeah, the OxyClean. That's what that shit was. They were selling like OxyClean. Just, hey, I'm Bill Mays here. It's like, when I heard that news, I remember when that shit came on the internet, I was like, nah, that's gotta be fake. And I was like, oh shit, it's real. Like, dude actually died. Like, oh my god, it was just like so bizarre and random when that news popped. I was like, nah, that's not real, right? Like, what the fuck? He is like, holy fucking shit, dude. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit, dude. It's just chaos all over the fucking place. I forgot he sold the damn well too. Fucking guy.
Luther Van Gooch. Oh, ShamWow.
Wow, that's like the first time I heard Jonathan Pryce speak in this movie. It took him an hour, but he finally did.
No, he talked a few times and stuff, but the thing is like they won't let him do the sax solo on the thing, so he's basically, you know, told him he's leaving, you know. It's like so they're trying to even oust like Phil Daniels now. So yeah, this is like the video of the song that they're making and all that. Look at that dude's hair, man. It's like almost you could, you know, one of those Devo plastic nutritionist like hair things, you know, almost. So now she's trying to say that he doesn't understand her, you know, like I said, they're trying to oust him out and stuff.
Maybe they should go back to the music they were playing, because this is even worse.
Oh yeah, this is the Macho Man. I'm gonna go after a dump truck tonight. Yeah, he's going down. Yeah, big dump truck, and his wife, the Gooch Queen.
I'm gonna steal me a dump truck tonight. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something, me Gene. I've got the cocaine in the bag. Yeah.
Hey kids, you ever try a Slim Jim with fentanyl? This guy drinking orange juice like backstage. Like,
Yeah.
so most people would be drinking water. This guy's got orange juice.
And they see they don't want to do an encore because they think it sounds like shit, but like
You know, I think it comes down to the crowd. If the crowd's asking for an encore, whether it sounds good or not, you got to do it.
right. But see that producer guy is trying to, getting her like drugged up and stuff.
Butt plugging the Hater 3000. Butt plugging the Hater 3000. It's great for long fucking trips on an airplane.
Yeah, this guy, this producer, I'm a karate black belt and shit. He throws that bottle like over the guy's head and shit. He doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, I just want to get out off the bus on a fucking highway. This ain't no Star Wars. He even breaks like the jukebox that's playing her song and shit. Oh. Oh yeah, and they have this lovely like standee of her and stuff, that they're gonna put outside this thing.
Way before holograms were invented.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Oh god. Anal bee juice. Don't say it 3 times. You guys are talking about like Wu-Tang and Queef. What's that? The old dirty bastard song? What's that? The dog shit song? Like, bitch, you walk around queefing all night. That's all right. You still gonna get fucked tonight. Ho!
Yeah, everybody seems to be fed up with each other. The drummer just like kicked some of his drums over, and I think that I guess Jonathan Pryce. It turns out he was kind of a junkie, so I think they're gonna, he's gonna leave. So yeah, the drummer's already left. That was it for him. He was pissed.
I get the vibe that the girl is not getting what she wants musically. It seems like she can't get the commitment from the rest of the members like she is. It seems like.
Well, it's like they were on the same page, but then once they signed that record deal, they're trying to turn her into something she's not, and the band, and so they're just all like, whatever, and stuff, and she's just kind of all fucked up, going along with it and stuff. See, you can see how they're hawking around her because, like, I guess she's got like a platinum record or some bullshit.
It seems like they lost sight of their identity or what they're trying to go for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, queefing soon in the cinnamon area. Damn, yeah, she broke the shit out of that thing.
He's trying to find his heroin, and they, hiding it from him, you bastards.
Who the hell steals heroin to hide it from someone? Like,
I know, isn't that fucked up?
Usually, like, if someone steals heroin off of someone, it's because that person was sick and they needed it.
Right.
You know?
and then the asshole goes, don't do it here. Throws it out the window and goes, shoot it up in the street, and stuff.
Wow.
And she's having a nervous breakdown with these like dumb fucking, new romantic goofs, looking at her and shit, kissing on her and all that.
Bunch of Clockwork Orange looking motherfuckers.
Right. Gooch McKenzie. And then she walks by, some chick dressed like her walks by, and she's like looking like, what the fuck?
That's kind of funny though, actually. Dude, wait a second, I used to look like that. Lucky Goose and Queefer shit. Jesus Christ.
She's fucking P-Rich. God damn it, Peggy. I thought I told you to wear your muff plugs when you go to the cinema. Goddamn Queef's going off like a machine gun.
Yeah, they sell muff plugs in the quarter machine at the supermarket. When you're at the supermarket on the way out, you just push a quarter in the machine.
Our house. Queefing in the street. Our house.
What's the one song? Burning down the house. Getting sick of all these bitches queefing in my house.
The way they could have like changed that thing. Fuck off. I'm gonna kick your head in. You suck. Burning like a gooch.
Queefing in my house. You're about to witness. I'm like thinking the lyrics right now. You're about to witness the strength of queef music.
So like Jonathan Pryce and the other guy, they're trying to talk to Danny about trying to start it again and get her, and he's like, nah, she's not gonna do it,
Queef Row Records. They get rid of the electric chair and they turn it into a queef chair. It's just a fucking square room where you just fill it up with queefs until you die.
They show this like record signing, and they don't even have like a table for her to sit down and sign records. They're all just crowding around her and shoving the records in her face for her to autograph them and stuff. And you can tell she's like,
it seems like she doesn't understand the concept of a bodyguard. Doesn't want to pay it all, I guess.
And you can tell she's just fucking zoned out, or whatever.
I mean, the makeup's got her going on another planet, so it makes sense. Hey, V's here. What's up, Vanta? But for some reason, like, I don't know, she'll join our chats on like my channel when we do a watch party, and her comments don't show up for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but I know she's not blocked on my channel.
Yeah, now they're saying, that she's developing a new style and stuff, The new style is popping pills and,
Yeah, I don't know. This is out of my element. I know that. I guess the pills are kicking in here. That's what it sounds like.
I think so. Oh, since Vanta missed it earlier, put the chef's hat back on for a minute.
Alright, so apparently the commenting is working again. But, like, I don't see her in the chat ever. And then, like, the stream ends, and then she leaves a comment on, like, the stream. She'll be like, oh, I caught the end, and I'm always like, well, I don't see it there. I don't know. But it's not her fault. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know.
So basically, yeah, they had some doctor give her some injection too, and then they're bringing her out there, to do this thing, and it looks like something out of fucking Tron.
What the fuck? Is that a bodysuit she's wearing?
Yeah. And we got Russell in the chat.
Hey, what's up, Russell?
One thing I'm curious though, the guy that posted this, like there's actually two different endings to this. In the US version, it ends with like, I think this song, but then like the British version, it ends with like all these girls surrounding her that look exactly like her and stuff. We're breaking something, I don't know if it's exactly glass, but yeah. You can P. Rich, you can always find your own bags, man.
CWO chef hats.
Yeah, there we go. Yes, chef.
Who's that? You know the one Muppet? Isn't there like a Muppet that's got the chef's that costume on? You can
Yeah,
barely see his eyes. What the fuck's his name again?
The Swedish chef.
Is that his name? I always forget his name.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I used to love that guy. Man, that guy was the best, man.
Yeah, he's just known as the Swedish chef. His whole
He's like so obnoxious and all over things. Like whoever's like controlling that puppet's always smashing his face into the counter and shit. So like,
then she runs off the stage, and stuff.
the only thing she's missing is like rollerblades with the outfit. Just
Right.
rollerblades.
Yeah, this must be the British version because I don't remember this bit.
I think this is actually an origin movie for Species.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, this is it because I've never seen this bit. I've never seen her like where she runs out of the the theater and stuff. So this is the alternate ending, the British ending. Yeah, then she keeps having that vision of her. Danny looks like that kid that got killed at that thing.
Oh yeah, early on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where we're at now, day.
yeah, yeah. I've never seen this version before because the American one ends just after she sings that song, and that's it. They show the end credits, so we got ripped off as always. How many times have you seen this, Vanta?
I think this is the first time she doesn't have any makeup on her face in this movie.
Right. Well, the beginning she really didn't. When she was putting up those flyers and stuff.
Yeah, she just looks. This is like the most normal she's looked throughout the whole movie.
Fucking P, man. He says, remember, kids, cooking crack with the Swedish chef. Use baking soda, not baking powder. You'll have muffins growing out of your nose. The more you know.
Make sure you don't front any of that shit out, man. Yeah, V said she's only seen it once.
Jesus, for an asylum, that place is fucking huge. It looks like some kind of, Saudi prison camp, or something.
Looks like a fucking ancient castle.
Yeah. So that was Breaking Glass, everybody, and I hope nobody broke any glass while they were watching it.
Yeah, that one was a bit tough to get into, but I mean the video quality didn't really help it that much. But on top of it, it's as far as punk rock goes, that's a little over my limit.
That was more of that new wave. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what that is. Just not what I listen to. As far as like when I think of punk rock, I think of like punk rockers, like drinking beer, causing riots and chaos. That to me is not punk rock. I don't know. It's just not.
I just, I don't know. When you mentioned Jonathan Pryce, that's what made me think about it. And I was like, oh man, I haven't seen this in a while. I'll show this, but
It's
I
just a
promise.
shame that he doesn't really get much dialogue in it, really. You know, he's kind of
Yeah,
quiet throughout the whole movie playing a saxophone. But other than that, yeah, this one, not my cup of tea at all.
that's all right. I mean, I can't win them all. But I
Yeah,
promise.
that's very true. But I mean, I told you before. You know, we're gonna do watch parties for movies that like I'm not familiar with. Like I'm okay with it, but you're gonna have a very boring stream. So
Well, I promise next week's is going to be really good. And uh, you know, I think let's see, this is next week's Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. So maybe you can, if you want, get a chance to check it out before we show it. But I think you'll like this one a lot better. Plus, there's a
I've
lot of
actually
gorgeous.
seen it before. I've seen it
Okay.
one time. I seen that one time. Like I used to date a girl that was really into like all types of like punk rock related things. Really, if it wasn't like for her, I wouldn't have really even known half of the fucking genre, really. But I sat down and watched that with her like back in. I was dating her back in like '07 or '08, somewhere around there. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I remember sitting down and watching that with her. But that's the last time I've seen that one.
There's a lot of gorgeous women and a lot of yits in it. And, and I will admit the music in that's definitely better. So
Yeah, man, that music was woo, woohoo, one of a kind.
that's okay though, because I kind of liked your take on it anyway. So it was fun. Anyway,
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know. I can't be like, yeah, I liked it and sit here and be like, nah, I just can't do that. But yeah, this one just didn't do a whole lot for me. It's hard to get into the video quality, which is not your fault. That was even harder to get into with that. So, but it's yeah, not it's not my taste of punk rock as far as that goes. But this Friday we'll be back on my channel. We'll be watching Green Room. We'll most likely have Corey from Wilkie's Movies and Music joining us. I got to look at my emails again. Maybe we'll have someone else. I know Alex over at Movie Odyssey TV. He wanted to join us for Blue Ruin, but I was so distracted with making sure video was done right for that I didn't check my emails in time. And it was like too late by the time I got to the email, but he'll be joining us again for something else. So
yeah, it was.
I just told him that it was like, my fault, dude. I didn't see the email in time, but I told him before if there's anything on the channel that really strikes him, just to let me know, and we'll, get him on the channel again.
Yeah, I think it would be, cool. I wish I could get Brad actually to do a stream, but he doesn't really, I guess, like to do watch parties and stuff.
No, he won't do a watch party. Like, one time he showed up, I was doing a watch party for No Country for Old Men, and he stopped by only because he likes the movie a lot. So he stopped by for like I think like the back end of the stream and just hung out with us. But he doesn't really like doing like I don't know. I don't think he likes putting in like 2 hours or more at a time as far as watching a movie with like a group of people. He likes to like I noticed with him, he's like spontaneous. Like he'll text me and be like, "Yeah, I'm about to go live. You got time? You want to join me?" And I'll be like, "Nah, that's a little too short on the notice there." Like, but like that's just how he is. Like that's like a lot of things he does on his channel too. He'll delete them. He'll delete his streams, which I don't really understand why he does that. But he does that more as like this is for the people watching it live. He doesn't care about people catching the replay. It's all about people watching it while it's live. So that's why he deletes his streams.
But I mean, he said, he told me once, he goes, well, if you do a bullshit stream, I'll come on or whatever. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, like a hangout or just a random topic as far as, the genres we're into or physical media related or something. But yeah, getting him on for like an entire watch party, that's not going to happen.
But yeah, thanks for everybody for coming out, hanging out and stuff. And, sorry, it was a kind of a weird stream and stuff. Like I said, I really had a shitty day. And like I said, I almost didn't do it. I was about to cancel, but, I can't disappoint the CWO family, and stuff. And then, of course,
regardless, you gotta do what you want to do. Really, that's the bottom line. That's what's getting you to be motivated to do this stuff. But yeah, the punk rock era, all of that, really, like you really lived it. You really lived through it. I kind of caught the back end of it, really, and really more of the grunge era from the 80s into the 90s. But yeah, like I'm mostly into I guess you could say mid 80s on as far as punk and hardcore goes. Like that's most of the stuff I'm really into. You're into the where it was born and raised, really, like where punk rock really, rose from the fucking ashes or whatever else came before it, really. What regular rock and roll is all it really is. But I know you really experienced all that shit. So you really like all aspects of punk rock. I'm a little more picky with it.
Well, but see, the thing is, you hit the nail on the head, though. Like you said, that I lived it. And like I said, sometimes I think that people don't even realize that those eras ever existed. And stuff. It's like when you try to even talk to some kid about the Beatles and they have no fucking clue who the Beatles are.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there was no social media back then. It was I don't know. It was hard to get music notice, all aspects of music notice. Unlike how it is today, when it's just a click of a button on a website. It's just
right.
Things are so different with that. I mean, like even sports are different with that. Now you have social media. Like even like kids actually have contact with like celebrity players now. Like I know when I was growing up, we didn't have that. You went to the baseball game, the game was over, you went home, that's it. You waited till the fucking next week to go to the baseball game again or whatever. And if you met a player at the game, that was like, big deal. Nowadays, it's like, oh, big deal. You got a picture with Derek Jeter? Like, who fucking has it?
But, and it's also, like some kid that's wearing a Ramones shirt and you ask him, well, what's your favorite Ramones album or song? And they're, oh, I just like it because, why? I thought it looked cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say what people like. Sometimes people they'll wear something like that just because it looks cool or someone gave it to me, some poor ass excuse or whatever. But but I mean, like sometimes like a T-shirt could be handed to a kid like that, and they have no idea what it is, and that could be the the actual inspiration for them to get into that band. But some people are probably just gonna ride it out as I don't care what the band is. It looks cool, man. Like, all right. Go ahead, be a poser.
Well, like I said, apparently I'm a granddad, and I never had any kids in my life, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah, like I mean, overall, I'm just saying, like, we all got to start somewhere. You really got to start somewhere, and I know, like, if anybody, like, was, like, if I was still into the music scene as much as I was, like, years ago, and someone came up to me and was like, like, I'm trying to listen to more music like this, I ain't going to give them shit. I'm going to try to point them in the right direction, I'm not going to be like, oh, you fucking phony ass poser, like, that'll be traumatizing for somebody. But like, if somebody you could tell, like, you really get the vibe that, like, this dude really wants to hear this shit. I'm gonna take the time out to show them some bands and stuff, or like even the same thing about movies or something, We all got to
Right.
start somewhere, and sometimes everybody needs a little help when you're starting somewhere with, like, being new and fresh to stuff like that. And the last thing anybody really wants to be is coming off as a poser, but sometimes people just do it to themselves, man.
Yeah, see, Russell, he knows like these Canadian bands, like the Vile Tones. Those guys were fucking great. And this really cool song called Danger Boy, which is, see, I can talk about this shit all night, dude. It's just like, throw me a certain band, and I could talk about them for hours.
I mean, we'll be doing Green Room on Friday. That's punk hardcore related. It's not really like realistic music, but it does a good job at like really capturing the punk rock scene, I guess you could say. Like there's just plenty of bands that are mentioned throughout it, but I will have one question for everybody throughout it that's related to the movie. But I mean, I won't reveal that now, but I'll have a question for you and Corey throughout it, which is definitely appropriate for the movie as it goes along. But yeah, that's, first time I watched Green Room, man. That's, I really didn't have like high expectations with it, but I knew it was like, punk rock oriented, really, but I was really surprised with that, especially with the way it plays out. It's just a very realistic movie overall, and it's the same director as Blue Ruin, too, Jeremy Saulnier, and yeah, both of them films overall, Blue Ruin and Green Room, very surreal movies, just very realistic for what they are. It's just like, as you're watching it, you really feel like these situations could have happened to somebody.
Right. I mean, that end, I mean, I remember just watching that and how, I mean, it really made my skin crawl in a way. And I was like, fuck, I need a shower, because I could just feel that pain, coming off of them and shit. And just like, oh, man, that trauma.
Yeah. I mean, at one point, when the band finally gets let out of that room, you start to see a couple people get knocked off, and then you're like, yo, there's only like this dude and this pussy ass dude left. Like, what's gonna happen here? Like, it was
it's fucking carnage everywhere.
Like, I just know when I first saw it, I was like, yo, this dude's arms all like mangled, and he's gotta rely on these two pussy ass people. Like, how are you gonna win this situation, man? But yeah, that should be a good time on Friday, though, going back and watching that one. I haven't seen it in quite a while, so.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. So, all right, everybody, I guess we're going to wrap it up here and stuff. And since Rosalita mentioned you could eat a peach all night long, I think Vanta may know this one. Walking on the beaches, looking at the peaches. So yeah, that's about it.
I could eat a peach for hours. Isn't that Nicolas Cage in Face Off? I think he says that in there. I could eat a peach for hours.
Any thoughts on This Is Britain? It's been a while since I've seen it, but I liked it. I love, I think Dexter Fletcher is in that, right? And I think he's a fucking great actor. I've always liked him and stuff. She knew exactly what I was talking about. So obviously we have another Stranglers fan in our midst, so that's cool.
But yeah, thank you guys. We got 10 people left here in the chat, but yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us here tonight, and maybe we'll see you all again on Friday.
Yeah, on the Masters channel on Sean's channel. Yeah, and that's the other Peaches song, but not the other one. Yay! Everybody should just write songs about peaches, you know.
Millions
Like,
of
you know,
peaches. Peaches.
like like you know, the Ohio players, real quick before we get going, they had that record called Honey, and it, you know, the cover has the woman with this jar of honey, and she's nude, and the honey's all like over her and stuff. And oh man, what a piece of art! But that has this song on there called "Sweet Sticky Thing," which is so good. But I won't, you know, I won't, you know, I digress, you know. Anyway, we'll talk, you know, music again later and stuff like that. But thank you all again for coming out, man. I really, really, you know, very appreciated and love you guys. And you know, we'll see you soon.
Ray Dennis Steckler. Now, who doesn't love Ray Dennis Steckler? Assholes. Assholes don't love Ray Dennis Steckler. Ray Dennis Steckler, an incredible filmmaker.
Subscribe now to Texas HXCX 1965.